What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Before I start this video, I know a lot of people are going to look at this video later on after this happens and everything like that. This is at a stock. I'm just going to be talking about what happened. If y'all are unaware, I think maybe about like an hour or so ago, there was a massive, and I mean massive, restock of the surprise boxes for Prismatic Evolutions. And a lot of people, okay, so I'm gonna walk you through my personal experience, and we'll go through some other people's experiences, how they kind of went, kind of go there. Okay, so first I want to say this dropped, I think around 3:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I woke up, I was asleep at the time, sadly, or else I would have done a live. I literally woke up and it was still available, and I didn't know if I should do a live or not. I definitely should get on these lives more. I'm trying to do it whenever these things come up, but this time I was sleeping. I didn't know how long it was going to last, but it lasted a long time. This lasted about 2 hours, I think, honestly, around that time period. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I would have to say this, a lot of people are getting kicked out and getting error 17 for something to do with Q and stuff like that. Me personally, what I did is I bought one of these. Or let me start from the beginning. Let me start from the very beginning. So I woke up at like, I think 4:30, 4:45, around that time period, a little bit, and I woke up like an hour after this thing come up available on the Pokemon Center. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not getting this. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get this. I went on my computer, got into it, got in line. I think I got in the queue and stuff like that. I think I waited maybe about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 at the most, maybe around there. And after that, I got into the Pokemon Center, and guess what? It was still in stock. And you know what's crazy about that as well too? This is a purchase limit of 2. It's a purchase limit of 2. That's a lot of, what's it called? People are able to get this. So this is a good amount of Prismatic Evolutions. The one thing, I might have to make a whole video about this, but we can kind of talk about this in this video as well too. Pokemon's been doing a lot of drops recently. I mean, like, a lot of drops. Are they just trying to start to go back on putting their stuff like through the Pokemon Center? I hope they do, because a lot of people I've seen have been doing really good with this. I've heard Target's been selling over MSRP. That's kind of really interesting. Walmart is just, they have a lot of third-party sellers, so that's what's going on with Walmart. So it's very interesting to see this. I was personally able to get 2 of these after like an hour of this happening, and a lot of people in the community Discord, shout out to the Discord down in the description. Also, like this video and subscribe to the page. We're on the way to 5.5k or something like that. Let's get there. But yeah, so what is interesting about this as well too is it's 2. Your purchase limit of this was 2. You mean that's really good. And we're gonna go through an X page. Like, this is one of the big restock pages I personally use myself. Look, Pokemon deals, restock alerts. I would suggest y'all to really follow them, have the notifications on. They've been goated. They literally, I mean, like, that's where I get a lot of my personal, I guess, notifications from this, because it's easy to tell, because they put Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center like in the title as you're coming up in the thumbnail and stuff like that, and all the extra stuff like some of these other pages go. But look, they literally posted this up. I would say, let's look. They posted this one up right here. They have around 3:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we're gonna go to the one they just made a second ago that we looked at. They made this around 5:30. So what is like an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more than that. Later on, they said, hey, how was everybody's experience and stuff like that? Let's go through some of these comments and see how it is. So look, great experience, great job by Pokemon Center. Confirmed. You mean like that? Look at this. And confirmed Temporal Forces, Stellar Crown and Surging Spark reprints as well. I might have to look at that, because I haven't really seen anything about that. I thought, look at this. This is an interesting one as well too. I thought I was cooked when I saw 131,000 in queue, but still got them. That's really good. That is really good. This restock was massive. It was massive. I can tell you, it was absolutely massive. There's no way this lasted as long as it did. And I've seen so many people be able to get this, which I am so glad they're doing this, because as long as people are able to get some kind of this product, I know some people has never been able to even get Prismatic Evolutions, which is crazy to say that. I've been able to get a lot of it, honestly, which is crazy to say, but I have been able to get it. So it's just, I think the Pokemon Center is starting to put their stuff through, what's it called now? I think they're trying to put a lot of their product through the Pokemon Center, because it just makes sense for them to do it. We'll have to see what happens. Look, holy cow, I was able to get 2, first time ever. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. This time, the one thing I would have to say though about this time getting a restock on a Pokemon Center, it seemed like a lot of people were getting like error 17 and stuff like that. I think that's really to get rid of bots and stuff like that. We haven't really seen any pages or anything on X or anything like that on Twitter of people being able to like have massive, like their bots getting a lot of them. They probably were able to get some of this. I'm not 100% sure. Pokemon Center is trying to start to get better with this. I've told y'all this before, and I spoke of this, I think I spoke of this like 2 weeks or something like that. I forgot what I said, but Pokemon Center is continually to put out these restocks on their page, and every single restock I think they put out, they're trying to get better and better with facing bots. Some of the product is going to be really hard to get, like face the bots, like Pokemon Center ETBs. When they do those restocks, everybody goes after those. Maybe not everybody wanted these Prismatic Evolutions super premium collections, so that's maybe why. But if we go on to, what's it called? Let me exit down to this. If we go on to TCG Player, Prismatic Evolution super surprise boxes are selling for on the secondary market right now for $65. You see what I'm saying? They're consistently selling for $65. As we see right here in the last month, look how many of these have been sold. Every day, 18 to 20 of these were getting sold for that price. As you see, it's already starting to go down in price, but this selling for this price and them staying up on the Pokemon Center for as long as they did, Pokemon Center is trying to get better with this. I'm trying to tell y'all this every single time. There's no way. There is so much money for Pokemon Center to be making. Like, why would they not make this money? You see what I'm saying? Like, they're going to continue to put out restocks and restocks and restocks. We'll have to really see what happens. A lot of people are just going to have to be aware of this. I would have to say this, though. In the last 2 weeks or so, maybe about that time period, we've had maybe a restock every other day. It's kind of crazy to say that. Am I going to tell y'all to wait for these and, like, be prepared for these? I don't really know, honestly. I would have to say this. What we've been seeing recently is these restocks are typically between 1 p.m. and about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all can use that to, if you want to check and stuff like that, maybe check here and there to look at this. I don't really know. Like I said, this is just what I've been seeing, really. I'm so happy that a lot of people were able to get this. Like, it's crazy. Well, you see, look, this is 11 minutes ago. You see what I'm saying? Like, this was 11 minutes after I posted this. This has been up for maybe like an hour and a half to 2. Look, somebody said smooth like melted butter. This is a really good thing for the Pokemon Center to start doing. Hopefully we get more and more restocks of these continually for these to do this. I think we will. The Pokemon Center ETBs are going to be a little iffy with this. I would say that. I think they are going to get better, but are we going to get restocks at Pokemon Center ETBs? That could be a 50-50 in my opinion. What I could see them generally doing is probably putting more product up there. Like, I can see, since they've been doing the surprise boxes, I can see them putting more Destined Rivals products eventually, which I hope so too, because I want to get more Destined Rivals products. This is the one product that I need to get some more of, so we'll have to see how it goes though. The booster boxes, we know how that all went and everything like that. I'm still waiting for these products to get restocked. Like the Destined Rivals, it seems like Prismatic Evolutions has been getting a good restock. And why am I happy to see the things that we're seeing with Prismatic Evolutions, like everything getting restocked as it is? Like, we've seen some, like, I think, like, what was it, like earlier this week we had the 3-pack blisters and the pouch come up and stuff like that. Why am I getting excited for this, or why am I saying this is a good thing? Because you have to think, Destined Rivals is still a set that has to come out and get released. So these probably restocks that we're getting for Prismatic Evolutions, I can see it happening for Destined Rivals as well. So I can see these booster bundles getting restocked. I can see the booster boxes getting restocked. I can see these 3-pack blisters getting restocked. There is a couple other products that they don't even have on the Pokemon Center for Destined Rivals. You see what I'm saying? So that is some of the products that we have to still wait and see what happens. See, look, as you see with this, you still have for the Pokemon Center for Surging Sparks, as of right now, this is a main series set, so I want y'all to remember that. We can, like I said, we can go into a whole nother video about this. This is stuff that has to still be restocked on the Pokemon Center and put on the Pokemon Center for Destined Rivals. We still have these products to come up. Look, the Building Battles, the 3-pack blisters, these are just 2 of the products that still have to come up. And as you see with Destined Rivals, they don't have any of those up on the Pokemon Center yet, so these will come up sooner or later. We'll have to really see what happens. Just want y'all to be aware of this. So we still do have Pokemon Center products for Destined Rivals that has to come up. It's not exclusive products, anything like that, but it is some products that people will be able to get at MSRP. And the way MSRP has been looking right now, it's kind of crazy. So hope everything worked out for everybody. Hope y'all were able to get some restocks of these Prismatic Evolutions surprise boxes. I was able to get some myself, especially with it being 2 per person. That's kind of crazy to see that, honestly, as long as it lasted. So this is a good sign. We'll have to see what happens. Somebody might say this is a fluke. I don't really know, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know how this kind of went for y'all. I just kind of wanted to talk about this. I was going to do a live, but I woke up like an hour after and I didn't know how long it was going to be restocked. But next time I wake up and I see a restock, I'm just going to go live, and if it sells out, then we'll just end the live and stuff like that, because I think this could have helped a lot of people out getting that. So I apologize for that, but we'll be ready next time. Don't worry. I'm definitely going to do a live. Whenever I see something come up on the Pokemon Center or any MSRP products and I'm able to do a live, I will do a live, even if it's like been a long time since it's been up. So I feel like it would help a couple people out just in case, and my thing's kind of, I guess, frozen right now, but yeah, man, it's whatever. Let me know your thoughts. Hope everything went well with y'all. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the page, and stay tuned for the next one. See you on the next one. Peace.